Hi, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a trouser or pants. Very simple and easy method. After this tutorial you should be able to make pants easily. Also in the description I'm going to be showing you how to sew it, how to make the pocket, how to attach the zipper, how to do the band, everything. So just check the description for links to those videos. But in this video we're just going to be cutting. So I started by doing margins. Okay, this is just to give me a straight line across as I cut. So this is going to serve as a waistline, and this one is just to prevent me from working with this rough edge that I folded. So this fabric is folded into two, so that means that we're going to be cutting two fronts at the same time, and this is the wrong face. This part is the wrong face and this is the good face. Okay, so I'm putting all my chalk on the wrong face. So let's just get started by putting our vertical measurement. So from the waistline, this is going to serve as our waistline now. I'm going to be getting my crotch line. And to get your crotch line, all you need to do is to divide your hip by 4. Okay, whatever you have for your hip, divide it by 4 and place it here. Okay, this is going to be your crotch line. So my hip is 41, divided by 4 is 10.25. So 10.25 is right here. I'll make another point, 10.25, and then I'm going to join it like this. So this is going to serve as our crotch line. Okay, so this crotch line will also automatically be where we'll be inserting our thigh measurement. So I'll come up by 2 inches to get my hip line. I'll come up from the crotch line by 2 inches to get my hip line. So I'm just going to mark it like that. You can take the measurement directly for the hip line. Even for this crotch line, you can do the body rise measurement. There's a way of taking your body rise measurement. Okay, so you just sit on a chair and measure from your waist to the seat, and it will give you this line if you don't want to divide your hip by 4 to get this line. So from this line, just go up 2 inches to get your hip line. Now that we have gotten this, what we need to do now is to place our hip measurement divided by 4 right here. Hip measurement divided by 4, we already have it, which is 10.25. We place it on the hip line, we place it on the waistline, and we place it on the crotch line. The hip measurement divided by 4, and we join it like this. To get our crotch depth. So this is going to be our crotch depth, this is going to be our crotch line. Alright, so now on this crotch line, we just need to place our thigh measurement. So the thigh measurement divided by 2, my thigh measurement is 24, divided by 2, you get 12. And then I'm just going to add 0.5 for ease. So that's 12.5. See, we have our crotch extension, and it is 2. Can you see? The crotch extension is 2 inches, which is usually the standard for crotch extension. So I just place my thigh on the crotch line, and you see I have from here to this point 2 inches as my crotch extension. So now that we've had this, what we need to do now is to get the waist measurement. So our waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 for that. The waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 for that. So we'll start, this is going to be the center of the trouser. Remember, so we start from here. So my waist measurement, let me see the measurement, is 35. 35 divided by 4 is 8.75. Plus the 1 inch for the dart allowance is 9.75. So from this crotch depth, I'm going to start measuring this way to get 9.75. So I've marked my waist from here to here. So the next thing we need to do now is to draw the crotch. So if you want to draw the crotch, usually it shouldn't be too deep. When you make it too deep, sometimes you have problems. So in order not for it to be too deep, this is just optional. You can just do mark 0.25 out of the hip line, and come out by 1.5 inch here. This is just to guide you in drawing your crotch line, so it's not too deep. So I'm just going to join this point like this. Can you see? So now we have our shape, the crotch shape. So the next thing we are going to do now is to get our dart. So for your dart, you can divide this waist into 2, or you can use your bust span measurement, which is your nipple to nipple measurement. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to be using the bust span measurement. This bust span measurement is really nice when you want to do a jumpsuit. So if you want to do a jumpsuit and you use your bust span measurement, it's just going to align with the top, you know, because the top will have nipple to nipple measurement, so it will just align. So my bust span is 4. Okay, so I'm just going to put mark 4 there and come down by 4 too. I'll come down by 4, and then I'll do my draw my darts. Okay. Open it up by 1/2 inch on both sides and join it. So that is that. All right, so now let's just proceed with the down of the trouser. Okay, so now we are going to be imputing the knee length. So my knee from waist to knee is 20. Waist to knee is 20. And waist to the bottom, the full length is 38. The full length is 38. The full length is 38. So I'll just join these 2 points that I marked, the 20 for the knee and 38, 20 for the knee and 38 for the full length of our trouser. Okay, so but I'm going to be adding 2 inches at the bottom for turning, for sewing allowance. So that will be 40. That will be 40. I'll join it. So this is it. Okay, so now that I've done this, the next thing we need to do is divide this tie line by 2. This is our tie. Divide it by 2. This is going to be the middle of your trouser, or the crease line. So I'm just going to divide my tape into 2 to give me that measurement, because I don't want to start calculating. Okay, so I have 6.25 as the midpoint. So I'll just mark it here. Okay, then on this line, to do that, to help me get, let me join this point. Don't get confused. I just want to get from the tie we have to this point, to the margin, we have 12.75. So 12.75, 12.75, 12.75. I'll just join it straight down. This can be another style of trouser if you want. If you just want maybe a palazzo without any shaping. Okay, so I'm joining it straight down. Now I'll continue with what I was doing. I'll just divide this part by 2, which was 6 points. Let me see. .25. Okay, from that point, so I'll mark 6.25 all the way down. 6.25 all the way down. 6.25 all the way down. The reason I extended this line is to give me, you know, what to work with, what to divide. So now I'll just join the point. This is going to serve as the middle of your trouser. They call it the crease line. Some other people call it the get-off, where you iron and it will be standing really straight. So this is what we are trying to get here. So now I've divided the tie by 2. The next thing I need to do is to be placing my knee measurement. So the knee divided by 2 is, my knee is 18. Around my knee is 18. Divided by 2, you get 9. And so that 9 that you have, you divide it, you place one on this side of the crease line and the other on this side of the crease line. So 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So you can see 4.5 on this side, 4.5 on the other side. So I'll just mark it. Okay, then the ankle measurement is 14. 14, if you divide 14 by 2, you get 7. Okay, so that 7, you place it equally on both sides, which is 3.5, 3.5, 3.5 on this side. But I want this to be equal to the knee. So I'm just going to use the same measurements as what I have for the knee. I just want it to be straight down, which is 4.5. I'll still place my 4.5 here. You can get your ankle measurement and put it here, but I'm using my what is it called, my knee measurement, because I want it to be a bit straight. Okay, so now that I've done this, I've placed my measurement. What I need to do is to join the points. Okay, so I'm going to be joining from the ankle to the knee on this side, and the ankle to the knee on this other side. If I had reduced the measurement for my ankle, if I had used the measurement for my ankle, then we'll have like a pencil trouser. It will be a bit pencil. Okay, but I just want it to be a straight pant. All right, so now we're going to be joining this point to this point. Okay, so, and then we'll be joining the knee to the crotch line. And the waist, remember we got the waist measurement here, so we'll just join the hip to the waist measurement. Some other people take this line directly from the crotch line to the waist, but I prefer to have like a little curve here. This place here gives it the shape of the hip area, so it is not too pointed. So you can see now the shape of our trouser is out. If you are making a pencil trouser, open it up like this. Do a flay, a small flay. So when you bring it back up, it will lap. Okay, just open it up like this. Okay, so when you bring it back up for pencil trouser, it will lap. But for this one, it's not necessary. I'm going to cut it off eventually. All right. Okay, one last thing. So for this place, just come down by 1 inch. This is to accommodate the stomach. Okay, this is to accommodate the stomach. So it is not just standing on the stomach. You come down from the waistline downward by 1 inch and then join to this point, to the end of your waistline. So that's that. I'm just going to be cutting this out. Out the front. If you notice, I've taken out that fish that I did, that opening that I did, because we don't need it on this straight leg pant. It's only for a pencil pant that we need it. Okay, so, and I folded my second fabric into 2. This is where we are going to be cutting the back block of our trouser. The back trouser is very easy because the main work has been done in the front. All we need to do is add allowances to the back. So we're just going to be adding allowances. To be able to do this, I just need to extend my line. Oh, by the way, I notched this point. Okay, I notched this point to help me, join accurately when I'm sewing. So I'll just give you an example of how to do it for those of you who are, beginners. Just hold it together like this and just use your scissors to create a notch there. So I've done it already for this point. And you also, not here, but you can do it here and for your hip. Okay, so when you do the back, so after cutting the back, so you need to put notches at those important points. So when you are sewing, they will match. Okay, so as I was saying, now we just need to extend our lines. So just extending. After extending the line, just add allowances. So I'm going to be adding 2 inches sewing allowance all around. Okay, so on the leg 2, this place 2. So all the sewing allowance is going to the back block. At the crotch line, however, I'll add 2.5. Okay, at the waist we are going to be adding 2. Up this way, come up by 2. Okay, come up by 2. Remember that for the front we came down by 1 inch, all right, but for the back we are going up by 2. If I had not cut this 1 inch out, I would have gone up from the waistline by 1, but I went down for the stomach, to give allowance for our stomach. We went down by 1 inch, so I'm putting the 1 inch back and adding 1 inch again to the back. This is to help cover the bum at the back. Okay, so you go up by 1 inch and add a sewing allowance to the waist, also to the other side, by the same 2 inches. So this is 2 inches upwards and 2 inches outward. Okay, so you just join it like this. Get your new waistline for the back. Okay, so this is the waistline for the back. Then on this side, from that sewing allowance of 2 inch, join it to the front crotch line. So you join it to the front crotch line like this. This will help you to make a crotch curve. Okay, so just like we did for the front, you go up at this point, this joining by 1.5, go up by 1.5, and at the hip area come up by 0.25. This is not a must, but I use it to guide me. Okay, you now use your free hand to just join it. So it's going to give you the same thing as what you have for the front, and then just join the bottom marks that we did like this. Just join it this way, okay, and join this one to the down part. All right, so when you join it like this, that is everything that you need for the back. You can see the back is very, 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 very easy to make. In order to get the back dart, all we need to do is to come in from this line by 6 inches. The reason we are coming in by 6 inches is because we have added 2. Remember, for this one we came in by 4 inches. So this one we are coming in by 6 inches. By the time you take away the 4 inches, the 2 inches sewing allowance, you are left with 4 inches. So I'm just going to mark it, the 6 inches, and then downwards I'm going to make 4.5 downwards, and then open up the dart by half inch, and I'll join the points. So that's how to get the back dart, and we are done. So the next thing now is just to cut all around our marks and put notches at the important points.